by and it goes untouched. Then 2, then 3, then a month, and the rest of your life to beat yourself up. I left some seasons eager to fall. I left some work to bury your life. I let my means of being dissolved. I let my person curl up and die. Eating up his innards and unfeasible anxiety is brutally committed to relinquishing his privacy, aligning with the trials of the anti-Midas. Snap on the back lawn, look up in the sky, it's shapes falling out of the fringe. All heart though we would have made cowardly.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The time for talk is over as we are just mere moments away from the Super Bowl. Two teams now have a chance to prove they are the best. It's the Dolphins going up against the Falcons. So the time has come. Let's send you out to the stadium and join the two men that will have the Super Bowl call. Here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Okay, Larry, first opened in 2006. Here's a look inside University of Phoenix Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here between the Miami Dolphins and the Atlanta Falcons. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed. And that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
Wide open receiver complete. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. A couple of Dolphins in on the stop. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough, tough job to contain them.
They'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
This one complete to Jordan Reed. Touchdown, Falcons. Jordan Reed, 48 yards. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Just how they wanted to start this one, in the end zone on their first possession.
And that just happened. How about that play right there? As you said, opening possession, setting the tone for everything. Now, I'm going to look forward a little bit now because everyone should be celebrating his catch in the end zone. The tight end gets a little bit of love. But if you're a receiver on the team, you should be thinking to yourself, boy, oh boy, things are going to open up the rest of the game if they have to focus on him as well.
That's fielded in the end zone. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play. First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Coach hinted to us that we may see some old power football here in this game. We got a taste of it on that first down run.
I love how he hinted it to us. And then when we were watching practice, we were watching what they call inside drill with the offensive and defensive line. And they kept putting more defenders on the other side and saying, block that. I don't care how many guys are in there. I want to run the football this week. And, boy, it has paid off for them in this game.
They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
No gain on the play there. It'll be second down. And a look at the offense that is hoping to put some points up in bunches here in this one. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to...
And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. McCaffrey, 52 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. He'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
Let's go! 3, out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the catch is made by Justin Hardy. And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. They give him a gain of 38.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
They go play action here on first down. They'll roll him out right. His throw caught right around the 6. And I know it's hard in live action, but you've got to keep your hands away from the face. That's a 15-yard penalty.
You work on it all the time, making sure your target area is lower and trying to keep your hands away from the face mask so you don't get the big penalty.
They come out here in the eye. They'll go with a keeper. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. Second and goal as the offense looks to try to punch it in. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a...
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great play there. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Falcons have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. After the touchdown, Aguayo now ready for the kickoff. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. So now here come the Dolphins. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Now they try the right side here. And he stopped immediately there. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver from 19 yards away. And the Falcons will extend their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7. After the touchdown, Aguayo now ready for the kickoff. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And out come the Dolphins now. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. 2nd quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with the tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Catch here, left side, Thomas. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
To throw his car. That is caught at the 7. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. On second down, here's Carr. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now this is third and goal. From the gun, it's Carr. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Caught on the right side, Reed. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch.
Let's go!
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. And they'll go on the ground. Room here to run. There he goes, right side. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
Oh, man, a big play right there. It's 4th down, and you just need a yard to get it first. But he had his sights set on much more than that as he hits the hole hard and just breaks free into the next level.
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman, give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit of...
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Tevin Coleman taking it in. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
We know that the big guys won't get the credit, Brandon, but we also know that that touchdown belongs to them. Excellent job of clearing the way for their running back.
After the touchdown, Aguayo now ready for the kickoff. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. On first down, Carr. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Rashad Perriman, 64 yards. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. Took him less time than that to get to top speed and complete that play.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And the Falcons now making their way back out onto the field. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, and they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We'll come back on Super Bowl Sunday after this. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
So many offense want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Out of the gun now on third down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And a big third down conversion with a gain of 28.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They go play action here on first down. And this one complete to Reed. The 20. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Jordan Reed, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. After the touchdown, Aguayo now ready for the kickoff. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, you gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. Throwing left side, it's complete. A very solid gain of 27. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Carr going to throw. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. It's a gain of 17 that time. And the Dolphins have a first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Now the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And not great starting field position here for the offense. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to be taken down. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So 2nd down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on 3rd. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And they're going to go soft on the corners. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And they went big on first down. Proves unfruitful.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to let it go again. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there just before halftime. 47 yards. A big completion there, and he gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
Very heady football. That allows them the opportunity to go ahead and line up and kick one right before the half ends.
And Aguayo able to knock it through.
You seriously just skip the halftime of the Super Bowl? Who does that?
It's a Super Bowl. Watch the halftime show. All right, here we go. 3rd quarter action now. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here. It'll cost him 10 yards now with a new rule as he's down at the 15-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And he's got his man. That's Landry. It's a gain of 4.
That as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball.
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
And that was well defended. And as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now